because one thing, like I'm big on risk, but I'm only big on a risk because I trust myself to make it happen.
Bars.
You know? Yeah.
Bars.
You can't take risk without the drive, because you take the risk and then you lose everything.
Back to back bars. Damn.
Welcome to the Just the Decision podcast, where we speak to our guests about the decisions they made in life, the good, the bad, the regrets, the decisions they're currently making, and the decisions they're gonna make for the future. Subscribe, like, comment on the video, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And remember, we're available on all streaming platforms.
Today, I have the honor of having Gabe. I know Gabe. I think it's Gabe. You want us to say your name?
What's going on, y'all? Full name is Gabriel, but you know everyone just calls me Gabe.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk about the journey that I've been on. It's been a journey. I could say that. So I'm excited to get into it.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
How'd I get connected with Gabe? I think it was through Jessica.
Through Jessica, yeah.
Yeah, Jessica. She was like, "Yo, we're gonna take pictures," because I started a clothing brand at the time, and she said we're going to a studio.
Yeah.
I was like, a studio. Drove all the way to Philly.
Yes, sir.
Nice. How'd you come about that studio?
So I started photography in 2018.
Okay.
And
1920.
It's been some years.
Almost using two fingers.
It's been some years, but
or two hands.
But yeah, and since starting, like a dream has just always been to get a studio, just to have my own space, my own creative corner, and it came out to like just me sharing that dream with my brother.
Okay.
Because he also started photography a couple years later after me.
Nice.
So we were like, all right, this is the goal. Let's work towards it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah.
So, you know, we planned it out. We wrote the goals down. We figured out how to get it. You know, what would be the right logistics of everything, and we just went all in.
That's perfect.
Yeah, we found it online. We found it pretty quick, actually. We found it online. We're like, yeah, this is the perfect place. After touring it. So yes, let's just get the ball rolling. Let's do it.
I like that you said you had to write it down, because I just came out with a journal.
Nice.
And it's 31 days of
nice.
It's not just writing the goals. It's how did you feel today?
Yeah.
My things to do today.
Nice.
Affirmations.
Yep.
So it's everything I think everybody should do at least once a day.
Oh yeah.
And it's hard doing it 31 days in a row.
Right.
Because sometimes I'll just give it for free. A lot of people just want to support what I'm doing.
Yep.
And then they're like, dude, I always forget to do it. And I'm like, you should start. That's how your day should start.
Yeah.
Because go ahead.
No, I was about to say, because me writing down, like it changes everything.
Yeah.
Like, before I go to sleep, I write down tomorrow's whole schedule.
See, I'll be scared to do it at night.
Yeah.
Because my mind will start running of what I got to do the next day. So my energy will be like,
But you do it that way. So now as soon as you wake up, you could just tackle the day. You already know what needs to get done. So like,
I love it.
Every night before I go to bed, write it down. I wake up, already know what has to get done. So I'm just already going.
I love
as soon as I wake up.
Yeah, on my way to from Maryland, I like listening to music, but then I'll randomly switch to like motivational speeches on Apple Music. And one was he said most people are on cruise control.
Yeah.
Go to work, pay your bills, go home, do things here and there that are fun, depending on how your income is.
Right.
But when you start making decisions like that, you take it to new levels where you go fast, you go slow, you control.
You're in control.
You're no longer on cruise control, hitting that little button, you just
just cruising, letting life go.
Yeah.
Nah.
So that's now, and we'll talk about it later. I want to take it as far back as you can.
Yeah.
Lil Gabe.
Lil Gabe.
What was Lil Gabe like growing up?
I was one of them little outside kids, scraping my knees on concrete.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, I was always into sports. I was always into adventure.
Nice.
You know, I was the kid that rode his bike, had the scooters, running around with soccer balls, basketballs, just doing whatever I can to just entertain myself.
Gotcha.
I didn't play video games, barely watch TV. I just outside exploring, just doing whatever.
Okay.
You know? That was me.
Any siblings?
Yeah, I have 2 brothers, 1 sister. Older brother, older sister, younger brother. So I'm like the sort of middle child. Yeah,
okay.
almost the middle child.
Is the what they say about the middle child true or?
You know, there's some truth to it.
Okay.
Nah, I was a pretty good kid growing up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Let me see. Random question.
Yeah.
Favorite food?
Oh, I'm gonna have to say lasagna or Alfredo.
Okay. Is there any like special particular spot?
Right at home.
My
dad. Yeah,
chef
right
master. Are you the chef master or?
I'm still learning,
Okay.
but my dad's lasagna is something serious, man. I'll tell you that. It's something serious. I love his lasagna, and I love my aunt's Alfredo. Okay. Oh my gosh. If I have those two at Thanksgiving, I'm good.
At Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
No, so skip the turkey, stuffing.
I don't care about anything else. Give me those two, I'm good. Nah, I love everything else too, though.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Someone gives you a blank check.
Ooh.
Whatever number you want, it's in your account the next day. What's the first thing you're spending it on?
Sheesh. I'm gonna say my family.
That's been the it's everybody's been selfless.
Yeah.
When it comes to that check.
I'm gonna say my family because I've been blessed to have them support me through everything. Nice. You know, telling your parents like I want to start making money online. It's scary. Yeah. But to have them support everything and like, all right, go ahead. We trust your work ethic. Nice. And so I would just. What do you think
be the first thing for the family though? Like that product, that item.
Yeah.
I'll give you the last guest said a house for her mom.
Wow, nice. Yeah. Okay. I would say new cars.
Nice. Woo. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The family, you're all getting cars. No. Beamer, Benz, and Bentley.
I'll give my parents new cars.
Got you.
Because they always talk about, I want this car. I would love this car, but we don't need it. So that would be like an instant thing. Even like now, if I'm able to, like in the near future, like I would love to just get my dad the truck he's been wanting, man. That guy talks about the truck. I think it's like the new electric Ford F-250. Okay. So if I'm able to get that from in the next upcoming years, that'd be amazing. But I don't know. We'll see. God willing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it happens.
Yeah, exactly. When.
Cool. That's a little Gabe. What about preteen? How was preteen Gabe like?
Preteen? I think preteen. What age range you talking about?
Let's say
middle school.
Yeah, let's take that. Okay. Or almost into high school. Whatever memory or decisions come into your mind. That's the heartfelt ones.
I would say that was when I first had the idea of I might want to work for myself growing up. Cause going back, a lot of kids would get in trouble for skipping class or being on their phones. I got in trouble for selling candy in the hallways.
What was your go-to supply?
The Skittles, it came in a box in like Costco. It was like Skittles, Sour Patches, Starburst. I would buy it for, I think it was like $14.99, like $15. I would sell everything for like $2 each. Wow. Yeah.
That's a nice good. Shout out to Costco.
Yeah. So back in middle school, just selling candy out of my book bag. And even though the profits was like so small, I was like, yo, like, I like business. Yeah. I think I like business, So that's what really sparked it.
Gotcha.
Just as little as me just selling candy. And then going into high school, I still didn't want to work. So I lingered to get the job, I just tried thinking of business ideas. And then it came to my sophomore year. I'm gonna just go through the whole line.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, I love it.
It came through my sophomore year. I was forced to take a photography class.
Okay.
Didn't want to take it, but my track coach was the same photography teacher. So if he's like, if you're gonna do track for me, you gotta join my class. Yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. So I joined this photography class, and it didn't spark that photography would be the thing right away. Because I skipped the class sometimes. They didn't take it serious. Ironic, right? Yeah. They didn't take it serious. But then
it's like I feel like that's the most entrepreneurs have that feeling like, why am I here?
Right, exactly.
I love information, but this is not the information that's driving me to like want more.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in the class. I'm like, I'm never gonna do anything with photography. Here it comes. Like I think 6 months to a year later, I'm a junior now. Okay. I think I spent everything in my bank account getting my first camera. Wow. Mind you, I'm a broke high school student. So I think the first camera I had, I remember vividly, it was $300. Wow. After purchasing that camera, I had a penny left in my bank account. Okay. A penny left.
Let's backtrack a little bit. Yeah. That thought of selling the candy, was it just instilled in you? Was it like you saw someone be their own entrepreneur?
I think it was just came to the point where like, how can I make money right now in school? Like, how could I? Because some of my friends, like, I would see them, like, how do you have that? How do you get that? You know, I ain't got no money. Yeah. So it came to the point where like, all right, how can I make money to buy my own snacks, to buy buy a pair of shoes if I wanted to, even though I couldn't do that with the little money I was making. But it was just a thought of like, I got to do something, you know? So that they just came up to that.
Cool.
Everybody loved candy. I loved candy. So it was just like, this just makes sense, you know?
Product that's just everybody still love candy. Bubble gum.
Exactly.
I feel like kids nowadays they wait till Halloween to sell that candy.
Yeah, you can sell it all. That's why even like, I'll be in Philly sometimes and I see like kids with a box of candy. I try to always support because like, I used to be that kid, you know?
So you were saying watching friends getting stuff and you were like questioning, how'd you get that? How'd I get that? Yeah. What was your first thought of buying your own camera? Because you said that was one of your first investments into yourself.
So I think as a junior in high school, that's when a lot of kids really start to get into like getting jobs. Gotcha. And that's when my time was coming. Like, all right, now I start taking work seriously, or I need to start get a job or do something. Yeah. And that's when I would say I really dove into like, what do I want to do? And, you know, because once you're a junior, you got to start thinking about long term, you know, because college is coming up pretty soon. Yep. And that's when I just start to think of like, what could I possibly do? Like, what business ideas are there out there? And I think I went on YouTube and I came across this YouTuber called Peter McKinnon. Okay. And he's like this renowned photographer. Still is? Yeah. Okay. This he's so inspirational, so motivational. I think it just took one video of me watching him and how he just loves and cares for cameras and just the whole creative space for me to be like, yeah, I want to do that. Ooh. I want to do that.
What's his name again? Shout out to?
Peter McKinnon.
All right, shout out Peter McKinnon.
Yeah. And yeah, that's when I again spent everything in my bank account to get that first camera. Had a penny left. And I'm just glad I did because it was worth it. Yeah. And you know, granted, not to say that I bought the camera and I got business instantly. Mm-hmm. I still had to get a job. Gotcha.
What was that?
I think my first job was I was a caterer at the Marion. Yeah. I was a caterer at the Marion. Okay. Yeah, so I was just serving plates, you know.
Working the weddings and all.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't too big of a job, you know, something to just do.
The foundation of income in your pockets.
Exactly.
Camera and those equipment.
Yep. Exactly.
Knowing what I see you now, I'm like, oh man. Yeah. I like the master plan because most people like they'll see something, not even try it, or nope. I like that, but they're too timid or afraid to jump in. You were like candy, money, camera, Peter McKinnon. Yeah. it's like you all about action.
That's my biggest thing about me. And I thank God that he gave me the quality of a strong and hard work ethic. Because one thing, like I'm big on risk, but I'm only big on a risk because I trust myself to make it happen.
Bars.
You know? Yeah. Bars. You can't take risk without the drive, because you take the risk and then you lose everything.
Back to back bars. Man.
But if you have the drive, you have the work ethic, you have the motivation, then you could take all the risk you want. And that goes all the way back to me spending $300, my last $300 on a camera. But I did that because I trusted myself. So we gonna make this work. You know, we're gonna make it happen. Okay. You know, so that's what it's all about. And I'm just glad it all worked out that way.
Nice.
Yeah.
So in the beginning with that camera, what were like some of your first projects? Were you like just, yo, come here, let's take pictures at my house or the backyard?
No, literally. Okay. Like if you go to my Instagram, you'll literally see pictures of models in my front yard.
In your front yard?
And literally in my front yard.
And like, what's your Instagram?
You can follow my Instagram page at NXL Images is my business page, and NXL Gabe is my personal. Okay. But yeah, so
so that goes back to like the beginning.
Yeah, if Gabe's career. If you scroll down, everything is on there. Scroll down to 2018, you'll see pictures of people in my backyard,
That's cool.
front yard. Yeah, I would literally just call our friends like, hey, like let's take pictures. And I tell this to like everyone who asks me about photography. My first year of having that camera, free shoots. Wow. For an entire year.
365 days.
Yeah.
Did anybody give donations, like supporting your?
So yeah. Okay. So I did free shoots, but I would always get tips. People would be like, hey, I appreciate you. Here's this, here's that. Nice. But me doing that free year, that second year, I've had so many returning clients. I had a strong portfolio because I'm just shooting as much as I can. Shooting. So my Instagram page just had a whole bunch of photo shoots on there.
Nice.
I seen your work. Hey, I love to shoot with you. I seen you shot with this person. I seen you shot with this person. And back then, the main thing was great customer service, quality. Because you have those two things, people are gonna recommend you. I shot with Gabe, he was amazing. Go do the same thing,
Nice.
So it was just the whole, like, you gotta have a business plan. And
Gotcha.
I made sure I had a business plan, and that was it.
Yeah, that planning, like you said, writing down your notes, thoughts.
Exactly.
So senior year, college.
Yeah.
Like, where did the thought of, like, I know you probably wanted to be a full-time photographer.
Yeah.
Where did this, because a lot of people say college is not worth it. Some people do.
Yeah.
I like the experience.
Yeah.
So, like, I know growing up, I was like, I don't know too many people that went to college.
Right.
I wanted to be, like you said, that risk.
Yeah.
It's like, I might not graduate.
Yeah.
I might graduate. But Rowan, they accepted me.
Right.
Because I applied to 2 schools because at the time,
Okay.
I went to a small school.
Yeah.
And you had to pay those admission fees.
Yeah.
I said, I'm only doing 2.
Yeah.
Rowan and the other R.
Okay. Yeah.
The other R didn't accept me. So
Right.
I went to the South Jersey R.
Yeah.
And that's where life was just flowing.
Yeah. That's
So college, how did you...
So I was never really big on college. Like,
Okay.
I wasn't even really big on school. I was an average student, C's and B's, mostly C's. But yeah, like I barely applied to colleges.
Okay.
I don't even think I applied. I just went to community college. Started
Okay.
off. I went to community college, RCBC, which is the connection to Rowan.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just did 2 years there, and then I transferred into Rowan University after my 2 years. And yeah, I went in for human services.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nothing.
So the Marion was instilled in your heart. Where you were like, I want to serve people.
Yeah. So nothing. I did human services because my mom was a therapist, and
Okay.
I liked what she did. And at that time, I knew that photography wouldn't just be it for me right then and there. I needed to have like that backup.
Gotcha.
And that's totally okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally okay to go to college and still chase your dreams on the side.
Okay.
Because back then I put a time frame on things, but like if I were to go back now, like you don't need to put a time frame on when you want things to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That'll only demotivate you,
Yeah.
So back then, I went to school for human services, but look at me now,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went to school for human services, started at community college, and then went to Rowan University. And I think my junior year in college is when I realized I truly, like, flat bottom line, I did not want to work a job. Like, I didn't want to work a 9 to 5. And like that season of me just having that feeling had me trying everything.
Wow.
I tried Airbnbs. I tried stocks. Like, I tried doing anything that would just try and take off for me. And sadly, like, I lost a lot. I lost a lot of money trying to hold so many different things, but
risk.
Exactly, it's risk after risk. Now, not every risk falls through.
Yeah,
but you always learn a lesson. So at the end of the day, every risk is always a win.
Yeah, you're always learning something.
Exactly, it's all about
whether it's one little speck of knowledge.
Exactly.
You're like, all right, I know what to do next time.
Exactly, but yeah, it was just that trial and error, And but then my junior year, I got a full-time job as a social media manager.
Okay. Oh, nice.
And that right there was like, we're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
We're going in the right, because that job, I was just a content creator. I was just using my camera.
Okay.
And that was the first time where I felt like my work had paid off.
Gotcha.
Because it was a full-time salary job.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for my expertise.
Okay. Can you say the company?
Soulply.
Okay. What's that?
So basically, Soulply is a sneaker chain. They're about like 7 stores right now. They're pretty. Oh. Yeah, they're pretty big. They're in a whole bunch of malls.
Nice
stores in Connecticut, Rhode Island, New Jersey, PA, everywhere. And yeah, I was a social media manager. Basically managing their social media, doing all their photography, their videography, their content creation, traveling with them.
That's nice. That's a good first job.
I was about to say
I was paying porches my first job. In the sun, summer, sweating, dirty jeans and clothes.
But yeah, it was honestly like a dream job. Because now, I mean, I'm a junior in college. Mm-hmm. I have a full-time job with a salary. I don't have my degree. I'm using just straight off my knowledge, my self-taught camera work. So it was like I felt like the man. You know?
Going back to that risk, a lot of people, I guess, what made you keep saying risk? So I was like, I know why you did it, but what made you apply to that job without having any, like, I guess your resume?
Oh my God, I can't wait to tell this story. So I didn't even apply to this job.
What?
Remember that year I told you of me doing free work?
Yeah.
I went to that store. I'll make you guys a free video. Here it comes a couple years later.
Free pays off, people.
Yo.
Remember, free pays off.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll make you guys a free video. Wow. And a couple years later, they reach out like, hey, remember you did this video for us? Like, we'd love to explore the opportunity of you come be on our social media. Man, it was, I saw that message and I'm like, yo, like it was just relief. Cause like, at that point, I'm like, I don't even need to be in college no more.
Yeah.
Like I got my job. Like it was just amazing. But yeah, that's being able to get that message from them based off a decision I made a couple years ago.
I love it. It just naturally people say it, but don't realize everybody's constantly making decisions. Yeah. And like that cut off, I was like, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, you get it.
It excites me where making decisions, decide.
They mean something.
Things gonna happen. You said something a while ago, but it was like the quote that played in my head is things don't happen when they're when you want it to happen. Yeah. Things happen when they're supposed to happen.
That's why I say don't give yourself a self-made timer. Yeah. Because things gonna happen as they.
You gotta y'all writing these quotes down. Put it on somebody's wall. Wake up in Gabe's quotes. You need to make a little booklet of
I might have to. Yeah. But yeah, that was that job right there was just the dream job because like I said before, it was like the first time where my hard work was just getting recognized. Okay. You know, and me being able to actually put it to the work and it actually providing. Okay. You know.
At this time, are you living by yourself, roommates, parents? Like, because a lot of people.
Yeah, so I was still in college.
Okay.
Yeah, this was my junior year in college. So you was
on campus.
Yeah, I was on campus.
Taking classes.
Yep, and working the full time.
You could do both, people.
You really can.
Everybody's like, I don't know if I can work because I gotta focus on academics.
Now, there's some sacrifices. Like, I couldn't hang out with friends as much as I wanted to. You know, it was a lot that I had to sacrifice. But at the end of the day, like, you're either going to choose the dream or you're going to choose to settle. Yeah. You got to choose one, you know?
Yeah. I tell people it took me 6 years to get a 4-year degree. Yeah. But I guess I didn't know my plan. Yeah. So like I worked at the shop right in Glassboro. Yeah. I worked for, I ain't gonna say the company because they let me go, but I did group homes. Okay. I worked at the student center. Yeah. I was a pro.
There you go.
So I was too involved. Yeah. But it was like, I liked being around people that knew what they wanted to try to catch that thing that would click for me. Yep. It never clicked, but later down the line, it did with my career in law enforcement right now.
There you go.
But I always did around groups, people, jobs, because I was just thriving for.
And that's good though. You're just absorbing to see what sticks, you know?
Yeah, I was like, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want that. But I like that when you keep saying take risks. Yeah. I think a lot of people are scared.
I'm big on that, man. Like my whole life model is just take the risk. Yeah. Just take the risk.
You're doing this social media manager while you're in college. Yeah. When's the transition of like, I guess, graduation? Like what was your life decisions? Like, do I graduate and go in the field of like what was your degree?
Human service. So basically like therapy, counseling.
And you kept it the same even when you went to Rowan, like that transfer?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Kept it the same. Yep. Okay. So yeah, I kept it the same. I knew by the time I graduated, I wasn't gonna get it. I knew I was, and it was hard because when you have that mindset, you almost don't want to try anymore. Okay. But I had to push through. I had to get the degree. But I knew as soon as I graduated, I wasn't going to use the degree. Okay. I didn't want to be a counselor. Didn't want to be a therapist. I was just finishing just for the sake of finishing.
Yeah,
you know?
It's tough to say, but it's like another statistic of going to college.
Yeah, exactly.
You go for the experience. You go for life lessons.
Literally.
Don't use the degree.
Literally.
$60,000 for life lessons.
Exactly.
Or it could be more. Yeah. Because Rowan's up and coming.
They're increasing their money. Yeah.
They had this land when I was there. And now it's like, there's so much to do.
They're coming pretty big, yeah.
Whether you take my money with academics or social life, y'all taking my money.
I know. But yeah, I knew at that point I knew I was gonna be an entrepreneur. I just didn't know what exactly it would be. Okay. You know, but yeah, I finished just for the sake of finishing.
Nice. You always gotta clap it up for graduating college.
Thank you.
Yeah, everybody I say this, but I got this from my dad. Yeah. Getting to college is the easy part. Right. They're gonna take everybody's money.
Finishing though.
Finishing is the hard part. You watch your friends trickle. Did you go to EOF?
Say it again?
EOF?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I went through EOF and
Got
they
it.
did this one thing towards the end of EOF.
Yeah.
Because you built that relationship for all the summer.
Yeah.
Look to your left, look to your right. One person's not going to be here on graduation day.
Wow.
And you see freshman year, like, where everybody going?
Yeah.
Sophomore year, where everybody going?
Yeah.
And then your class just dwindles.
Literally.
Dwindles. And you're like, I tell people, like, even if you don't like college, one class a semester.
Yeah.
If it takes you 10 years, in 10 years, you're going to have a degree. And that's what...
Keep chipping away.
Yeah. Most people know what they want in 10 years. You knew automatically. So he's like an outlier.
I guess you could call it that, yeah.
So graduation day comes. What's next?
So when I got that job, they actually just gave me a raise to stay.
Wow. The social media manager.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, they gave me a raise to stay, so...
That means he's got skills, people. Go to his Instagram and just watch the skills. I get excited when he posts these videos. Because it's not only on Instagram. We're almost there, but they're everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. You can't scroll without seeing one of the videos. And I don't know if it's the algorithm or it's just these companies know what they're doing and you're like, Gabe again.
Gabe again.
Gabe again. Like, all right, what are you selling? I think they say it takes 10 times seeing something before you make the sale. So that's why it's like...
Okay, you just keep seeing it,
Let me just buy this shit, whatever. Oh, excuse me. Let me just buy it. So maybe I won't see them, and then you buy it.
you see it again?
More. We offer this with this.
We can get into it. But yeah, right after college, gave me a raise to stay. Then we started traveling a lot more. I think I traveled like once a month for like the entire year.
Wow, all expenses paid.
Everything paid. Different cities. Miami, LA, Dallas, Houston, Chicago. Just like we're just traveling. I'm just using my camera and enjoying it. But
like with this job, how many hours a day did you like work? It seemed like it was not a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah, it wasn't a regular 9 to 5, but it did consist of a lot of like editing time, a lot of recording time. Like I'd be going to different locations to record. Then I'm back at like the office editing. So it's not really wasn't like a set like a 9 to 5, but you know, when you're an editor, you sort of edit whenever you can, whenever you got it, you know. So it was sort of like that.
Okay, so people trying to get into the field, or because we'll give you the information to contact Gabe.
Yeah.
How many hours? Is it like more than 40 hours a week, or would you say less?
So I would say it's 40 hours a week, but it's not 40 hours a week of you just sitting at a desk.
Gotcha.
It's 40 hours a week of you planning content, 40 hours a week of you filming, 40 hours a week of you editing. And when you look at it that way, like I love to film, I love to edit, I love to plan content. So like it didn't really exactly.
Doing what you love.
Exactly. So yeah, it's not like it wasn't like a regular like 40 hours a week of you just you know, it's very, you know, interactive, very creative. So it was fun. It was fun.
Lamar's in the back. You like editing, Lamar? Yeah. I guess it takes some work editing.
Yeah.
So are you still with this company?
No. So I would say when was it? Maybe 2 Octobers ago.
Okay.
Or an October ago. They had some like issues in the office, and I actually got let go from that job. Wow. Yeah, but I still speak highly of the job because that job was a great experience.
Foundation.
Exactly. But yeah, I got let go from that job, and I think, you know, have you ever heard the saying like things don't happen to you, they happen for you? I think that happened for me because yes, I love the job, but I don't think that was the end goal. And I knew deep down that even though it was a great job, I knew deep down the little kid that was selling candy still wanted to be his own boss, you know? Yeah, so...
Full circle.
Yeah. So that time period of me getting let go, like, I wasn't sad. I wasn't mad. Like, I looked at it as like a blessing. I looked at it exactly. I looked at it like, all right, Gabe, we have a clean slate. Now is the perfect time to make it happen.
Yeah. How did that feel? Because most people getting let go, they'll be like, oh, what do I do now? It's like that risk, you're probably like, I won't say that risk probably turns you on when that stuff happens. But it's like most people is like, what do I do now?
Yeah, because like working there, again, I loved it, but I always knew like, we can't be here forever.
Yeah.
We can't be here forever. So me letting go was like, instead of a door being closed, it felt like a door opening. You know? Yeah. So it was like
so a revolving door.
Yeah,
It's like I'll make the door go any way I want.
Literally, it felt like, all right, now like I have my dreams at the palm of my hands. Mm-hmm. How are we gonna make it happen? You know? And I did take some time to just like, you know, relax. I saved up money while there. So I spent like maybe like 3 or 4 months just like, you know, relaxing, not working too hard, just sort of like preparing myself for what I was planning to do, or like what I wanted to do, you know, really trying to brainstorm, but also like relaxing, sitting back. And I think, when was it? February or like March area. That's when I really started to like plan, as in like, what do I want to do?
Okay.
And photography was an option, but I didn't think it was lucrative enough for the caliber of what my dream was. You know, photography, yes, you can make great money from it, but from where I wanted to go, I didn't think it was because I've been doing it for years now, and you know, I haven't seen the what I really wanted to get into it. And I know deep down, like I wanted to be an influencer, or I wanted to influence people, or just have some sort of like some platform where I could just help others somehow. You know, so that's when I really started getting consistent with Instagram. I was posting. I was so consistent in that time frame, but I wasn't gaining followers. Like I was just posting just to post, and I enjoyed it though. So like I think they were having fun. But now I'm like, all right, but like we got to start bringing some sort of income in.
Yeah, that's what Gary Vee says. You ever watch his videos?
Sometimes.
Okay, he just post.
Yeah.
So he has videos of like just him and a camera talking.
Yeah.
No graphics, no transitions. It's just talking.
Yeah, and I just wanted to be on the media. So it came down to like one night, and I'm in bed scrolling on TikTok, like, what are business ideas for like social media, or like social media agency? I was like, I don't know. Influencer, I'm like, that's not working out right now. Then I came across UGC.
Okay.
And I'm like, what is UGC? Because one of the first videos I saw were like, you don't need followers, but you can still make content.
Okay. And what's the acronym for UGC?
User generated content.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's when I came across that, and I'm like, maybe this could be it. Because I'm watching these videos. He's like, yeah, I just made $10,000 a month from not having 10,000 followers. I only have 3,000 followers. Wow. I made this much. And I'm like, hold on, Gabe.
Okay. So he made $10,000 and he had 3,000 followers.
Yeah, because with UGC, you don't need any followers.
Woo.
You don't need to. And once I heard that, switch went off.
So what is user-generated content?
Suppose you're a brand.
Okay.
And you own a hair. Boom. There you go. Get your shirt. And you, exactly. All right, that's your shirt. That's your brand. That's your item. And you want to promote that, but you're not a content creator.
Okay.
So right now, your Instagram has no content because you don't know how to make content.
You're right.
You source out. It's a hypothetical. I'm just saying.
No. See, we could play it right now.
There we go.
Because I feel like a lot of people, when they see information on podcasts or something, they're lost on where to start.
Yeah.
So this is like practical, one-on-one.
There you go.
You might have to pay him if you need this information. But I have a shirt, Just a Decision Apparel.
Yeah.
This is one of our shirts.
There you go. And you want to advertise that to the media.
Okay.
But you don't know how to work the media.
Gotcha.
You're basically going to outsource a creator, me. You're going to send me your product. I'm going to make you videos.
Okay.
I'm going to make promotional videos.
And these videos he makes are like Super Bowl commercials. They're like Super Bowl. It's not no regular, buy this shirt for $10.99.
Yeah.
Your work is like Super Bowl.
Thank
if no one ever tells you, I can't wait to see where you're going. You might have to start your own agency and teaching people how to do this.
It might be in the works. We'll get into it.
Okay.
But yeah, so basically brands will send me their product, and I'll make their media and send it to them for them to post on their social media. So it's not like they're looking for my page, my influence.
Okay.
They just want my style for their page.
Got you. And this is what you're doing full time.
Yeah, so I'm doing full time. This is what UGC is.
See, I'm scared of entrepreneurship. I like getting my guaranteed check every 2 weeks.
No. I get that.
Risk is like, I want the risk, but I don't have the.
And it was scary. It was scary too, because while I was researching it, like I'm at home, I'm doing my research, And every day while I'm trying to make it happen, like my parents are like, so like, you know, what are you gonna do with that degree? You're not working right now. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And I'm telling them like, listen, I got a plan now. Like, I need you guys to just trust me to make it happen. Trust me to make it happen. And they'll be like, all right, like we trust you. Like, we've seen you work hard before. Like, we know you can do it again. If this is the path you truly want to take, then we support you.
That's cool.
And just hearing that, I have to.
Fire in the ass.
Now I have to, cause, and they've literally seen me like at that desk morning to night, like grinding out, like, cause to get started, you have to make example videos, you have to make a website, you have to make a new email, there's a list to like get yourself prepped for it, and they saw me like day in, day out. 'Cause I try to do everything as fast as I can, because at this point, like, I have no job. I'm not doing anything. Photography's not doing the best. So, like, I'm basically putting all my coins in this one basket right here.
Got you.
And they're literally watching me day in, day out, trying to make it happen. And first starting it out, I'm like, all right, guys, like, I'm fully set to get started. Like, I'm about to start pitching to brands next week. I'm going to start doing this, doing that. They're like, all right, like, we're just going to pray for you, and we're going to hope everything works out for you. And I'm like, all right.
Nice.
And that first month, I think I made like just about like $1,500 or $1,000, but
$1,000 from your room.
Yeah,
you didn't have to clock in nowhere.
Nothing. Literally,
sending an email.
Or
phone calls, or everything strictly emails?
I was just emailing brands like, hey, like.
How many emails did you send?
I was sending like 20 a day. Yeah.
20 times 30, 600 a month. And when did you start this UGC?
I started in May.
Okay, man.
No, April. Like the end of
this year.
A couple months ago. The end of April. Yeah. And
so April you made $1,000.
Yeah. That was my first month. And me making $1,000 my first month in the business that I didn't even know would work.
Yeah.
At first. I'm like, wow. This might actually be, even now $1,000 isn't a lot, but it was just the simple fact that I made $1,000 from just recording in my bathroom, recording in my room. And I'm like, all right, this really might be it.
What was the first company that reached out or accepted your offer?
So I got a few like free deals, but the first company that paid me was Toiletries.
Okay.
Basically like a shower, they make like fobs where you can like scrub yourself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they paid me like $650 for like 3 15-second videos.
What you think? There's no jobs, and then here comes Gabe.
Yeah.
Send. Here's $650. And you're like, oh man, $650 works.
I seen that, and I'm like, what is going on? Because at that point, I've never gotten paid for my content.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I got paid.
It's a nice little check
for my content, and it was like I almost wanted to like cry.
Yeah.
Because I've been posting on Instagram, making YouTube videos.
That feeling of it worked.
Yeah, exactly.
It worked.
Exactly. And like, there's this video. I made a video on Instagram showing that very first YouTube video, and then compared it to like a video of me like a week ago with like my new apartment and everything. It was just
it takes time.
I almost cried.
How fast was it from your first 1,000 to realizing I can make full-time income off this?
I think basically that first month I realized the more work I put in, the more I'll be able to make. Gotcha. You know? So that second month I went hard. Like I went hard. I'm emailing double the brands. I'm really trying. I think that second month I made $3,000 from it. And that's when I was
1 to 3.
Yeah, that's when I was
3 times X your money.
Yeah. And that's when I told my parents, I'm like, I think this might actually be it, guys.
I got it.
And I think it was such a relief. I would say 2 months ago, I had a big month, and I told
3,000 wasn't big, y'all. just realize 3,000. That's most people make 3,000 a month.
Yeah.
After probably taxes.
That's what I was making at that first job.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And
he said that's just said it wasn't big.
But I told my parents how much I made 2 months ago, and they're like, wow, like we're proud. Like we're so proud of you. It's gotta
be a great
like,
feeling.
They're like, man, we were praying this would work out for you. So to see like,
shout out to God.
Yeah, oh man, God, honestly, like he knew the plan all along. Ooh. He knew the plan all along.
He threw you the alley-oop.
Yeah,
and it was your job.
Yeah, but hearing them say they're proud of me, like consistently seeing how I'm doing, it's like wow. because they knew since high school when I started YouTube, they used to see me recording every day. They saw me buy my first camera. Wow. They saw me doing all my photo shoots. I'm like the entrepreneur in the family. So like nobody else took this route.
Wow, no one.
Brothers in accounting, sisters in med school, little brother just went into college. Wow. I'm the only one who's like the middle child.
This works. Yeah, this works.
Yeah, so like and just seeing them being able to see my whole entire timeline.
They waiting for their new cars. They waiting for the new cars.
Yep. But yeah, it just feels so good. And for me, like I know 100% I'm not even where I'm supposed to be. Like I feel like I've just scratched the surface. So yeah, just them being proud now, I just can't even wait to do even more and see like how I'm able to like change their lives.
This is awesome.
Yeah. Go back to that second month, did 3,000, and that's when I was like, all right, like I don't even need to look for work no more. I don't even do anything else. I'm gonna just try and do this full time.
Okay.
I'm gonna just try and do this full time. And that's what I did. Like just went all in. I started posting on TikTok. Like I started this new business. If you're a brand looking for a creator, here I am doing this, doing that. And it was just kept on increasing and increasing and increasing. And that's when I'm like, wow. Like it came to the point where I'm like, I think I'm actually like in the fruits of my labor. I think I'm actually like living in my dream that I had 5 years ago.
Got you. With your business growth, are you still sending those 20 emails a day? Or now you're just sitting back and deny, accept, deny?
Yeah. So I'm at the point now where I wake up and it's just emails in my inbox. It's just, I literally wake up, check my email. I'll take this brand deal. I don't want this brand deal. So now it's honestly, it doesn't even feel real at times because like thinking of where I used to be and how I am now.
Creating your own money.
It's like I wake up to just deals in my inbox and it's just insane.
That's cool. Where's your first time seeing anything about UGC?
On TikTok.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you was researching on TikTok of how to
what are business ideas? And I came across you. I'm sure that was God putting that video right in front of my face. Yeah. You know, because like...
sometimes you get weird videos in your algorithm or whatever. Like, how did this end up here?
Exactly.
Well, in your cases...
the right thing.
It was supposed to end up here.
Right thing, right time. You know, because I was seeing videos like, do stocks or buy my course to learn digital marketing or get into like affiliate. And I'm like, these aren't it.
Most of those programs are like $1,000 investment.
Yeah.
Yours, you basically had the
$0
equipment already. $0.
Zero. And mind you, like you don't even need a camera to start UGC.
You use your phone?
A majority of creators use their phone.
Yeah. Even with the podcast, they were like, all you need is your phone.
It's true.
Nowadays. Rode mics. But my mind is like, no, I need a whole setup.
Nah.
Like, people come down here and be like, this is a little real. And I was just like,
but not even like, you really could have just started with your phone. And like nowadays, like people think they need all that stuff to start. But
I like the aesthetics.
They just But as long as you don't make it a roadblock, all right. But if you're gonna make it a roadblock, I'm not gonna start until I have this, have that. You lost.
Risk.
You know?
The title of this podcast has to be somewhat risk. I don't know what it is. We gotta figure out something.
It's really my life model. Even moving out was a risk for me. But I moved out September 1st. Thank you. And
how old were you?
20. I moved out at 23.
23. I think I moved out at 28.
I moved out at 20, but literally all thanks to UGC. And the reason I moved out wasn't because like I had problems at home or I needed my own space. I didn't have space to create at home. I think it was just for the simple fact of like, if I'm entering a new season in my life, let's like fully go into it, you know? So I think just me being on my own will just help me move into that fresh new season into my life. You know, my business is growing. I'm understanding business. I'm just learning new things every day. So let's just put myself in an environment where I could just go all in. And, you know, I made sure I got like me a nice apartment, make sure it looked aesthetically pleasing so I can record in every corner.
You see the videos. I'm like, dang, it's like you're like an interior decorator, a content creator. It's like you do more and more and more.
And that's the thing when I said like, back when I was in college, when I was trying all these different things, that's why I say like, even though I lost money on some things, like everything was a W.
Gotcha.
Because like learning Airbnb, I learned how to make an LLC. I learned how to just manage business and Excel sheets, learning stocks or when I did NFTs, I learned like investments and like the value of crypto and stuff like that. So like I learned a lot of things with all the things that I done. So like I know so much. Like I cut my own hair. I'm a barber. Like I do a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it feels like in your business is going to a season of prosper and flourishing.
Yeah.
A lot of people say a mentor and coach is needed when you first start stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you'll ever need a mentor and coach in this field, or it's like you just going?
Starting, I took a coaching call.
Okay.
Yeah. So
just like the one I did with you.
Yeah. So I took a coaching call, and that coaching call, he gave me a lot of great information about UGC. Like, gave me a lot of basically the same information I shared with you. Like I had that same information, and like I used that information to cut corners to get started quicker. So yeah, I would definitely say if you're getting into this space, like it doesn't have to be me, but I do offer those services.
Yeah.
But if you like want to really like go all in, I definitely recommend like hearing all the insiders from somebody who's already in the space, you know?
Yeah.
Don't put your pride aside, like learn from somebody else. That's what I did. And as you can see, it worked, you know?
Yeah.
Now I'm not going to give them all the credit.
Yeah.
But you know.
Yeah, I used to do multi-level marketing, and one quote that stuck with me is fast is fun, slow is painful.
Yeah.
So that whole regret of, well, I need this and I need that. It's too slow.
Yeah.
And if you say, yo, you just need your phone, people are like, just my phone? No way. And
trust.
The dude that's already in prosper and flourishing, he's like, I'm telling you, you just need your phone.
All you need. So yeah, man, it's been a journey. UGC changed. It got me to where I want to be. Now it's just all about scaling it up.
UGC rapid fire questions.
Let's do it.
How do you handle feedback from your audience or brands?
I try to take everything into consideration, whether it's good feedback, bad feedback. I haven't got any bad feedback, but yeah.
We're gonna add some of these videos on it if you give it to Lamar.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Commercials, transitions, or something.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cool. What are your goals for the future as a UGC creator?
Just scale. Just scale as much as I can. Eventually just making. Nah, I forget that question. But yeah, I want to.
Can you say some of your clients?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I've worked with Champs, Asics, New Balance, Amazon, Ridge Wallet,
big brand.
Yeah. GE Sync, Govi. Yeah. So some pretty cool brands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you shooting for the big brands, or would you do like local? Mom and pop shops or something like that.
Yeah. So I'm definitely open to working with whoever. Like I don't niche down. Like I could work with bakery. Like I would love to actually do like lifestyle content where like I go into a bakery and say, hey, you should go to this bakery. You should go to this.
As long as the funds is right.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we in that season of free?
Hey, listen, we can work something out. We'll talk about it.
Sounds good. So when someone comes to you, you give them the information.
Yeah.
What's advice you would give to someone looking to start their own journey in UGC?
In UGC, I would say there's something called imposter syndrome.
Okay.
And I would say you need to adopt that because it's hard to start off with just any business. But if you put yourself in position, like, as in like you already are in it, you already are a UGC creator, instead of you're becoming a UGC creator, you'll start to act on it, you know? And that's one thing that I did. Before getting into UGC, I'm like, all right, I already am a UGC creator. I am an influencer. So I started waking up.
So it's like manifestation.
Yeah,
type of,
exactly. Like you got to set your goals and you got to act on it. So like I'm waking up like, all right, I got to make content today. I got to do this today. I got to answer emails today. And yes, I love doing it, but sometimes you got to treat what you love like it's work.
Gotcha.
And that's one thing I always preach as well. If you don't treat it like work, you're not going to put as much effort in. You're going to get lazy. You're going to say, I'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I treat my work like I have to, like I work a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Because if I had a 9 to 5, I'd be forced to do the work.
Yeah.
So I don't ease myself up on work. Like when it comes to my work, I treat it like my work, like it's work, like I have to do it.
Yeah. So like an entrepreneur, if you slack on your work, you slack on your pockets.
Exactly.
Rather than
like it's
JOB, this money's coming every 2 weeks.
Exactly. So you really got to treat it like the business it is. It's your business, so treat it like a business. For sure.
Cool. How has being a UGC creator influenced your personal or professional growth?
Man, I would say a lot because before UGC, like I've never been in communication with like brands. I didn't know how the whole space of like content creation worked. So getting into UGC, I finally like got to be on like the inside rather than the outside. So like it's just cool being able to talk to brands and meet these brands and see how they have so many different like teams. Like they have a marketing team, influencer team. Some brands have a team just for UGC creators.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's so much that it trickles down inside brands, and it's just so cool. And like being able to like negotiate with brands. Like I negotiated with Amazon. Like they said, hey, we'll pay you this much. I'm like, nope, I'm worth this much. Woo. Yeah, and
you got some big balls.
And they pay that
to Amazon.
Yeah, like I doubled what they initially offered me. Yeah. So that's like awesome. Being a UGC creator, you have to know your worth. You need to know the quality you put into your work, and you need to understand that these brands will always try to sell you short, but you have to stand on your business, stand on your word, stand on your work. For sure.
Again, I appreciate you for the information.
Yes, sir.
Let them know where they could contact you. One more time.
Yeah, so you guys can find me. My personal gram is NXL Gabe. My business page is NXL Images. And if you want to learn anything about UGC, that's all on TikTok at gabe.ugc. I teach you how to do it. I show you guys my success, my journey, everything. So yeah, feel free to reach out. I also have coaching available for UGC. If you want one-on-one coaching, I offer that as well to help you get started quicker. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Have a good one.
Hey, man, thank you for having me. What's going on, guys? It's your boy Gabe, your fellow UGC creator and content creator. If you're interested in UGC or just want to get started, make sure you DM me, decide for 50% off my one-on-one coaching.